Well, let me tell you something. Don't be afraid of failing, because there's nothing wrong with failing. You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
The man who never fell has no glory. The man who fell and got back up, that's where his glory is.
Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it.
You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is a part of the process. People who never fail never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right.
So the big thing is know that if you have big goals and big dreams, along the way, failure is going to happen.
The man who fell 20 times and got up 21 times, that man has even greater glory. That man has more courage, way more courage than the guy who was so strong from birth that he never failed. There's no glory in that.
It takes more laziness to go to work every single day for the next 40 years than it would be for you to sit and use your mind and try and find a way to escape. So say, I'm not lazy, I work every day. But you are lazy because you can't be bothered to think outside of your box. That is laziness. It's active laziness. I'm not lazy, I work really hard. Yes, you do work really hard because you were too lazy to find a way to not work hard. So you're lazy. It's actually very doable for anybody who will pay attention. There's only 3 reasons why you do not have everything you've ever wanted. All of your dreams have not come true, which means you're either stupid, you're lazy, or you're arrogant.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick.
I want this shit! I want this shit!
I was gonna rip his heart out, I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and most vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror, no, I'm Alexander, he's no Alexander. I'm the best ever, there's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey, there's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw, there's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals, or are you just a talker?
They're trying to say to people, you'll never be anything, and you don't stand a chance of ever being anything. That makes people who aren't anything feel a little bit better about themselves. It's code. If someone were to come to me and say, Andrew, you're mixed race, you're from a single mother household, you're never going to be rich, I'll say, watch me.
Absolutely fucking not.
I ain't with the cake and how you kiss that. Your wifey Sam looking like a host that. Green honey.
Your friends are your biggest weakness. Most people talk about the people around them as if it's their strength. The reality is the people you hold close to you are your biggest weakness because they're the only ones who have the ability to betray you. Betrayal is much worse than an attack from an enemy for 2 reasons. One, it catches you by surprise. The second thing is your friend knows you well enough to know your weaknesses and knows exactly how to strike. I would much rather have 10 guaranteed enemies than 1 friend I'm not sure of. And I live by this code so strictly. My circle is 1, and that's my brother.
The devil saw me with my head down and thought he'd won. Until I said, Amen.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright.
Everyone is jealous of what you've got. No one is jealous of how you got it.
To get anything of value, you have to sacrifice.
People see the trophies, but not the training ground.
Everybody wants the view, but no one wants to climb.
Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing? Nothing that has meaning is easy.
Champions do daily what everybody do occasionally.
I get happier about the harder it is because I know that no one else will follow.
Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do.
On your path to greatness, there are going to be long periods of time where you hate what you are doing, where you are dissatisfied with the actions you must undertake, where you are tired, where you are stressed. That is why it is difficult. That is why Most people won't make it. If the path was easy, everybody would walk it and it would lead nowhere. 100 people start the path, 99 fall off because it is difficult, and the one person who makes it to the end gets the gold. If all 100 made it to the end and the gold was divided by 100, it wouldn't even be worth anything. The difficulty gives it value. The fact that it is difficult to do is the key component into the fact you want it in the first place. If it wasn't difficult, everyone would have it and you wouldn't want it because no one would respect it. It's supposed to be hard. Life is supposed to be hard. You're supposed to think this is terrible. You're supposed to suffer and smile through the pain regardless.
I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
Say that I'm on the road, maybe I just lost control. These nights keep on taking tall. Find me out here on my own. Keep going.
I also think that if something bad happens to you, it's part of God's plan. He knows what he's doing. In the end, you're going to be happy it happened. I often ask people, is there anything bad that's happened to you in the past at the time you were distraught about that you now wish didn't even happen? And truthfully, you're like, no, I'm kind of glad it all happened because of. So if you understand you're always going to get there eventually, why be upset about it now? For you to become rich and successful is going to require pain and suffering. And you have to understand exactly what your dream life is to make the pain and suffering worthwhile. There is a very detailed plan and roadmap. For you to become strong, you must eat a certain way. You must train a certain way. For you to become rich, you must earn money a certain way. You must understand exactly how you're going to make money, whether you're going to be a public-facing figure like me or a man of the shadows. You talk about your dream life. You don't even know what your dream life is. How do you expect to get to a destination when you don't know where you're going? Without diligent planning, without concise, compendious plans, the chance of you achieving nearly anything is zero.
Rule number 12. Move in silence. Only speak when it's time to say checkmate.
To succeed, you must fail. In failure and in suffering, all the answers are in there.
If you are experiencing a losing season right now, understand that there's a winning season around the corner. But you have to be an active participant in getting yourself out of the losing season. You can't do what I did back in the day, which is sulk and let the dominoes continue to fall by stopping the things that are working for you.
I taught myself how to fail. I'm always skirting on that limit of I'm there. Okay, I failed. That was right there. What did I miss? What the fuck did I miss? That's what I fucking missed. And then it happens.
That's why losing in life is so important. Whether it's getting dumped, getting fired, losing a game, loss, those feelings where things didn't work out your way, that's important because it lets you know this is the bad feeling that comes when it goes wrong, and you improve, and then it makes the good feelings of victory all the better.
I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fucking fail, I'm gonna fucking fail, I'm gonna fucking fail, and I will succeed.
Genuinely ask yourself a question. For the last 2 years, you never skipped a training. You never wasted time. You never scrolled TikTok. You never jerked off to Pornhub. You never sat aimlessly on the internet typing in garbage. Never played video games. You never wasted time. Imagine the person you would be. Genuinely imagine what you would look like. Imagine where you would live. Imagine the car you would drive. Imagine how much your woman would respect you. Imagine the love you would see in her eyes when she looks at you with adoration like a king. Imagine your existence. That person is waiting for you, and the only thing that's stopping you from being that person is your monumental laziness.